Alright? Oasis. Let's talk Oasis. Oasis are massive now, aren't they? Coming back again after all this time. How long is it? 15 years? So they're doing a massive tour. They've been in the news because of the fucking dynamic pricing on the tickets and all that. Big scam. But whatever. Oasis are back. But to be honest, although I would have liked to have taken me 3 sons to see Oasis, that would have been a nice day out, you know what I mean? My kids have not seen Oasis. We didn't get tickets, so it wasn't to be. But it would have been nice. Anywhere in the country we would have went if we'd gotten tickets. It would have been a great day for the 4 of us to go and see Oasis, and for me to be there with my kids, you know what I mean? Because they all like Oasis, they're all fans. But I'm the only one, being an old fart, I'm the only one who's actually seen Oasis. In fact, I've seen Oasis 12 times. 12 times between 1994 and 2004. 12 fucking Oasis gigs. All of them memorable, but for different reasons. Different phases of the band, you know. I saw the original lineup many times. Then I saw the other lineup after Bonehead and Quigsy left, and Tony McCarroll, of course. So I went through the whole range of Oasis, the spectrum, if you like, of Oasis, from the early days when they were fucking just an up-and-coming indie band that I was reading about in the NME. I went to see them at Glastonbury in '94 when no fucker I was with, apart from one lad, was asked about them. We saw them in the middle of the day on the NME stage in June '94. I was working in a factory at the time and nobody I worked with fucking gave a shit about them. I was banging on about them. Oh, they're gonna be massive, these, man. Fucking great band. Nobody cared. A year later, very different story. But anyway, second time I've seen them, Newcastle Riverside, the infamous gig when Noel got punched in the face by a fan, and Liam jumped in the crowd. Bit of a scrap went on, and then a load of people went outside, kicked fuck out the van. The van crashed into a car trying to escape, and all this hell on. I was at that gig. In fact, it was that gig, it was the photographs I took from that gig that got me in the credits of the film Supersonic. If you watch that film, I think it's on Netflix now. I've got the DVD, but if you watch it on Netflix, in the credits, my name in the credits of Supersonic. Fucking class, man. Because I helped them make the film by sending in me pictures from that infamous gig. They didn't use the pictures in the end. They weren't clear enough, apparently. But as a show of gratitude, they put us in the credits of Supersonic. But I saw them 3 times in '94, 2 or 3 times in '95. Loads of highlights. Fucking Earl's Court in '95, great gig. Right laugh, load of us went down on the train, stayed in a hotel. Fucking great laugh we had. Loch Lomond in Scotland, seen them there. '96 that was. That was the last time I took acid, by the way. Fucking hell, I used to love me acid. Back in me raving days. Early '90s raving days. But by '96 I was done with acid. Like I had one last one, and that was me. Finished with acid for the rest of my life, probably. Anyway, other gigs, seen them in Manchester, seen them at Wembley, seen them in Newcastle Arena. Oh man, all hour. My favourite gig, do you know what? They were all different. The big ones were very different to the small ones, but the small ones extra memorable, do you know what I mean? Because it was so intimate, so few people there. I think the Newcastle Riverside gig, although it was very brief, I think they only did 5 songs when it all kicked off. Yeah, that might be the best one because it was just the timing. It was so intense. They were on the rise. It was like seeing the Sex Pistols in 77 or 76. It was just amazing, man. There was only 300 people in the place. That was the capacity, I think, of the Riverside. And Ocean Colour Scene with the support band, and it was only £3 a ticket. Fucking £3 for Ocean Colour Scene and Oasis. Mental, man. What a gig that was, though. Sadly, it wasn't even half a gig because, as I say, somebody punched Noel in the face. I was actually talking to the lad who did it on the train coming back. He was from Sunderland, and he was a fucking fan of the band, and he still fucking punched Noel in the face. He said he did it to bring them down a peg or two because he thought they were too arrogant, and also to give Newcastle a bad name, being from Sunderland. You know, he thought that was a good idea. But nah, it spoiled it for me. Like, it spoiled the gig. It would have been a fucking great gig if it had gone the full length, but it wasn't to be, and it went down in history because of that. And I was there, and I'm in the credits for Supersonic because of that. But whatever. Yeah, 2004 was the last time I seen them. That was at Glastonbury again, and they just weren't the same by then, man. I mean, it was still good, but they just weren't the same. And then when they played the Stadium of Light in my own hometown, 2009 I think it was, by then I just wasn't interested, you know. I just wasn't into them the way I used to be. I was moving on. I'd been getting into politics for years, and I think by 2009 I just wasn't into music as much in general. It wasn't just Oasis, it was all music. It was like less important to us because I had this massive thing occupying my life. You know, political activism. I was fucking intense with it. I was obsessed, really. And it was such a massive deal and a massive part of my life that music just got put on the back burner. I listened to music still, but not in the way I used to, you know. And yeah, that was me for a long time. Political activism rather than music. But now, today, I'm not doing the political activism as much, and I'm back into music in a big way. Going to gigs again, picking up my guitar again, listening and buying albums and listening to albums, so doing it all again. Anyway, yeah, just a little story there about Oasis and music and me. See you in the next one. Ta-ra.